Breakdown is a manure treatment product that really works. The proof is in the results.
Back in the fall, we had a gravity flow pipe, about a 500-foot long pipe, get plugged up, and we had to have a vacuum truck come in and suck it out. And it took a few hours to finally get it pushed through, and decided after that we needed to try something. Ever since we've been using Breakdown, we have not had any pipe problems. We haven't had to have anybody come back in and clean out any of the pipes. Things are flowing out of the barn better. We don't have the solids in the bottom of the manure pit. The custom haulers made comment that they don't see the solids laying in the bottom of our pits they see in others. It's increased our profitability by the manure's better, more plant available nutrients, and we haven't had any breakdowns with the pipes being jammed up where we have to have somebody come in and get the pipe cleaned out.
We have a manure pit under the barn, and it helps reduce the solids. We don't have a problem with crust where it can hold the gases in, and starts breaking down the manure before it goes out into the field. And when we spread it, there's not near the smell that we would get if we wouldn't treat it. Very, very simple to put on. We just spread it over the slats, and it gets washed down into the manure, and it gets mixed in itself, and it really helps make a better manure when we spread it out into the field.
Currently, all of our manure storage is under barn pits, 6 foot or deeper pits under full slat barns. So we have very limited agitation capabilities. We land apply all of our manure, and we do institute some no-till practices, which gives a lot of opportunity for nuisance odors to travel. So we were interested in reducing some odor and also keeping the solids broke down and agitated and mixed within the profile of manure in our pits. We've been very happy with the performance of Breakdown over the years that we've been using it. It has helped our pits become more consistent and reduced odor when we land apply the manure treated with Breakdown.
We have the manure pit in the background here. We installed that in 2002, and we did not use any product in it up until a year and a half ago. We started using the Breakdown. Before that, we had a very thick crust on the top of that pit. We had to break the pump down through that crust in order to get it in and start agitating. And it was very thick. It looked like a blanket of weeds out there and grass across the top of that pit. We started using the Breakdown. Once a week, we dump it right into the manure drop. And last summer when we hauled, we could notice a difference. It stirred much easier. When we emptied in the fall after corn, we got right down to the bottom. For the first time since we first started having manure flow into that pit, I could see the bottom of the liner, and it was all liquid at the bottom. When we emptied that pit out pretty much in its entirety for the first time. So we were very impressed with that.
We weren't able to get all the manure agitated properly in the past, and when we were cleaning out before, when we got to the bottom, there were lots of chunks and the pump almost got clogged up. It was a lot of solids at the bottom, but with the Breakdown, it comes out a more uniform spread. We were able to cut our agitation time down substantially. Saves a lot of fuel and time. Does an amazing job.
Everything here is low tech, but I'm dealing with what exists rather than what's ideal. I need a solid manure pack in the shed, and I need an easy way to get it out, and Breakdown is part of that process. I bed and feed at the same time, but that can kill a manure spreader. Breakdown holds down odor and gives me a partial compost without the extra work, and it cleans out much better, easier. I'm not into unloading manure spreaders with a pitchfork, and so this doesn't tear up a manure spreader, and that's pretty important to me. I have calves born in here all winter, and if they're wading through a bunch of muck, they don't make it. But with a solid manure pack, the calves get around. It's an amazing process. The cow pushes the calf out and licks it off, and the calf gets up and finds milk, and they survive. I'm in the house and I like it.